So let's talk about the Monster Squad in 4K. The movie where a group of kids goes full Van Helsing on the classic Universal monsters and somehow makes it look like the coolest after school activity of all time. Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and even the Gilman all show up for one big supernatural showdown, and guess what? It's up to the kids to save the day. Yup, this 4K transfer is the one that it deserves. The colors pop, the detail is sharp, and everything looks way better than any monster movie from the 80s has any right to. The charm is off the charts here. The characters feel like they were ripped from your childhood neighborhood if your neighborhood also had a creepy German guy in a treehouse full of weapons. The pacing is tight, the laughs still land, and there's a surprising amount of heart beneath all the creature feature chaos. This is highly recommended. Whether you're reliving the nostalgia or discovering it for the first time, this one absolutely earns its spot in your collection. Squad goals achieved. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.
So let's dive into Tales from the Dark Side, the movie in 4K, the anthology that makes you reconsider bedtime stories. So, what's the setup with this one? Well, three eerie, twisted tales that make you wonder if it's better to leave the lights on at night. Explained simply, of course. Now, onto the 4K transfer. It is great. The picture is crisp, the colors pop, and every shadowy corner has just the right amount of dread. It's like the darkness is staring right back at you. As for the stories, they're a fun mix of creepy and bizarre. From a murderous mummy to a cat with 9 lives, and none of them are good, each segment keeps you guessing. The characters, they're as memorable as they are unlucky. Overall, I recommend Tales from the Dark Side, the movie in 4K. I enjoyed every story in this anthology. Each one brings its own dose of chills and thrills. So if you're into spooky fun with a side of nostalgia, this one's definitely for you. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.
Let's dive into Black Hawk Down in 4K, a film that drops you into the chaos of modern warfare like you've just booted up an intense real life mission. So picture this: helicopters, bullets, and a whole lot of get down moments. So the 4K transfer here is phenomenal, turning every dust particle and explosion into a visual masterpiece. You'll feel like you're right there in the middle of the action, dodging RPGs and sweating bullets. If Call of Duty was a video game, this would be it. The story follows a group of elite soldiers on a mission that quickly goes sideways, leading to an intense, non-stop battle for survival. The characters are a mix of bravery and brotherhood, each one bringing their A game to this gritty, true story depiction. In conclusion, Black Hawk Down in 4K is a must-watch for action junkies and war movie enthusiasts alike. I very highly recommend it. Buckle up because this one's a wild ride. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy. So let's dive into Field of Dreams in 4K, the movie that makes you believe baseball is the answer to all of life's mysteries. So, what's the pitch here? Huh? Pitch here, get it? Anyway, a farmer hears voices, builds a baseball field in his cornfield, and miraculously, long gone players show up for a game. Not too bad, right? So the 4K here looks great, bringing out every corn stalk in baseball stitched to life. It's like watching a dream unfold right before your eyes, with each frame as clear as the summer day. Now, Field of Dreams is more than just a baseball movie. It's about redemption, second chances, and the magic of believing in the impossible. Kevin Costner leads a stellar cast, creating a heartwarming story that's both nostalgic and timeless. So this movie is a classic. Pick it up and never look back. If you're a fan of feel-good stories that hit a home run with your heart, this one's a must-watch. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy. So let's take a quick look at The Witch. This is going to be the 4K version, so you do get the 4K disc, Blu-ray disc, and of course the digital, which is always a nice touch. Here's going to be the cover, and in case you want to see the spine as well, it's going to be very similar to the Blu-ray version. That is like just the case and what's on it, in case you had that previously. I'm zooming in very quickly so that you can see some of the special features here. So The Witch, a Primal Folklore, the Salem Panel Q&A, Design Gallery, audio commentary with the director, and that's pretty much it. Let's crack this open very quickly. On the left is going to be the Blu-ray version, and of course on the right, which I happen to like, has that nice same cover art, matching synergy, right, for The Witch in 4K. Nevertheless, if you like slow burn films, this one is right up your alley. If you don't like slow burn films, probably not going to be for you. You know, that's sometimes what you get when it comes to a lot of A24 films. I happen to like it. It's definitely not my favorite in the world. I wouldn't say it's the greatest in the world, but you know, it's something I'd definitely watch again. And of course, considering the fact I had it on DVD and Blu-ray, I figured I would upgrade to the 4K version, which I have right here. Nevertheless, that's my quick thoughts on The Witch in 4K. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.
So it's pretty common to ask what movies have some of the best 4K transfers. Every single time I see that question asked, The Revenant is going to be first on my list. Aside from the fact that this movie is just phenomenal all by itself, it is mesmerizing and spectacular. It is like nothing else I have ever seen in terms of a 4K transfer. It's kind of like watching the Nature Channel, aside from the fact you have this beautifully played out movie with a lot of drama, suspense, revenge, and so on and so forth. With this, it's going to be the Ultra and Blu-ray. You also get the digital HT version. Not a whole lot going on here. We have the side with the spine, just simply says The Revenant, along with the Ultra HD on the bottom. We have some special features, mostly going to be on the Blu-ray, simply a World Unseen documentary, but it's the 4K where all the magic is going to happen in terms of the color that comes along with it. As you can see, these are going to be the 2 discs, and the 4K is highly recommended. I remember when I watched this on DVD, I even thought, wow, the quality of this is fantastic. Then I upgraded on Blu-ray, and then I said, wow, this is even better. Of course, I had to upgrade one more time. Here I am with the 4K saying that this is one of the finest movies in terms of 4K transfers. I highly recommend it. It's visually stunning and overall a very, very good movie.
So let's take a quick look at what A Few Good Men looks like, the 4K version. Obviously, you're going to be getting the 4K version along with the Blu-ray and digital. Always a nice touch. I love when movies come with digital. It makes it feel like it's a nice bonus, you know, especially when you get it, you can upload it to your library for easy access. Here we have our main characters, Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and of course, Demi Moore. On the side, it's going to be slightly different. As you'll notice, we have the white with the black letters there, of course, the Ultra HD. Different from the front where we have the yellow. Not a big deal, of course. Here we have one of the main scenes where they're sitting in court right there, talking about some of the special features. We have commentary, code of conduct, and from stage to screen. There's a little side clip right here. Let's open this up. And very similar discs, as you can see here. This is going to be the Blu-ray on the left, and A Few Good Men is going to be 4K on the right. You know, not a whole lot going on there. Sometimes they will add like a scene on the disc. I like when they do that, but that's what we've got here. Nevertheless, it's always great, especially when you can upgrade on quality. I had A Few Good Men in DVD. Now I have it in 4K. If you love dramas and you love maybe movies with Tom Cruise or Jack Nicholson, of course, Demi Moore, I think you're really going to like this one. And if you've seen it before, definitely worth seeing in 4K. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.
So let's talk about Happy Death Day to You in 4K, where Groundhog Day meets a slasher flick with a sci-fi twist. Our favorite time-looping college student is back, and this time she's not just dodging a killer, she's battling quantum physics. So the solid-looking 4K presentation really pops, making every twist and turn of the campus look sharp and vibrant. The story continues with Tree stuck in another loop, only this time the stakes are even higher. The blend of horror, humor, and heart makes it for an entertaining ride as she teams up with her friends to solve the mystery once and for all. The characters are endearing, and the plot keeps you guessing with its clever twists. In conclusion, Happy Death Day to You is a wild, fun ride that I highly recommend. It's a great mix of genres that keeps you hooked from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy. So let's dive into Child's Play, the 2019 version in 4K, where your childhood toy turns into a homicidal AI nightmare. So what's the deal here? This time it's not some possessed doll, it's tech gone horribly wrong. Chucky's got Wi-Fi and a thirst for blood. Sounds like a modern horror dream. So visually the 4K here looks fantastic. The detail in Chucky's creepy, malfunctioning face is almost too real. You'll notice every sinister glitch, making his attacks all more unsettling. The story takes a fresh spin on the classic tale, mixing dark humor with some genuinely creepy moments. Aubrey Plaza brings a quirky vibe as the mom, and Gabriel Bateman holds his own as the kid caught in Chucky's tech terror grip. It's a clever blend of scares and laughs, keeping you guessing just how far twisted this toy will go. Overall, I like this one a lot more than I thought I would. It's a recommended watch, especially if you're in for some fun, freaky nostalgia. Just be prepared to rethink any smart devices in your house. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.
Diving into the midst of the horror classic, let's chat about The Fog in 4K. So imagine this: a quaint coastal town, an eerie glowing fog, and a vengeful ghost sailors on their centennial haunt. It's the kind of setup that makes you eye your local fog bank with suspicion and a tad bit of excitement. Now, moving on to the 4K rendition, and I happen to love these discs, they look beautiful there. It's kind of like peering through the fog itself and seeing the ghostly details with a newfound clarity. This visual treat turns every frame into a haunting painting where the eerie ambience of Antonio Bay leaps off the screen and the colors are so vivid of the fog, you'll find yourself reaching for a sweater to ward off the chill. Now, as far as the story and the characters, The Fog balances its spectral scares with a cast that feels lifted from the pages of a coastal town's guestbooks. The residents of Antonio Bay are as integral to the film's fabric as the fog itself, each playing a role in unraveling the mystery of the cursed gold. Their fear, determination, and occasional cluelessness about the spectral onslaught add layers to a tale that's as much communal history as it is about getting scared out of your wits. In conclusion, The Fog in 4K isn't just a movie, it's an atmospheric experience that's good. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but certainly worth the watch. It's a testament to the enduring charm of classic horror, updated with a visual polish that makes the ancient curse feel timelessly terrifying. My final verdict: a solid recommendation for those looking to delve into the genre's foggy past with the clarity of today's technology. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy.
So let's dive into Dressed to Kill in 4K, the movie that makes you question if you really want to step into an elevator again. So this stylish thriller, directed by Brian De Palma, combines mystery, suspense, and a few plot twists that'll have you glued to your seat from start to finish. It's a wild ride through deception, danger, and some seriously questionable decisions. Now, about the 4K transfer, it's phenomenal. The details are so sharp, you'll notice every slick, rain-soaked street and every meticulous frame De Palma crafted. The colors pop, and the shadows absolutely haunting, just like the movie itself at times. As for the story, we follow a woman caught up in a web of intrigue after a chance encounter turns deadly. The characters are complex and flawed, which only makes the plot even juicier. Plus, Michael Caine is chillingly good, delivering one of those performances that sticks with you long after the credits roll. In the end, Dressed to Kill in 4K is a stunning experience, both visually and narratively. Highly recommended if you're into suspense that'll keep you guessing until the final twist. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy. Alright, so let's take a quick look at Used Cars. This is going to be the 4K version, starring Kurt Russell, of course. Great black comedy film. It's going to kind of show you what you're getting here. I'm sure you know what you're going to be getting yourself into when it comes to Used Cars overall. There's going to be the spine. Here's the back of it, of course. And zooming in, you can see some of the special features. So we have like interviews, audio commentaries, outtakes, radio interviews and spots, the theatrical trailer, photo galleries, and more. Cracking it open very quickly. I love the attention to detail on these discs. I think it just makes it look that much better. Blu-ray is going to be on the left, 4K is going to be on the right, and that's pretty much like the unboxing and the quick overview when it comes to Used Cars. I love the fact that they're just putting so many classics and great older films, giving them a great 4K transfer, especially for someone like me who just loves 4K movies, loves collecting movies and just talking about them in general. Nevertheless, that's a very quick look at the 4K Used Cars version. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.